Dr. Joe DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OcraMed Health. You know, one of the toughest things that patients a lot of times tell me is how hard it is these days to work out at home. In particular, they tell me that one of the toughest body parts to work at home is the back. Oftentimes, you know, back workouts involve, if you're not deadlifting, it involves a lot of cables and a lot of different types of machines. And so they'll say, gee, I'm at home, I don't know what to do. Well, here's a back workout. All you need is one dumbbell. So this first exercise is a one-arm dumbbell row. As you can see here, I'm just using a stool. You can use a chair. I'm performing this exercise with my right arm. I'm bracing with the left, and I have my right leg forward, and the knee is bent on the right. The important part of this exercise is the position of your back. I have the buttocks kind of sticking out, and my back is in a very flat, straight position, and that's a very strong position for your back. At the same time, I'm also keeping my abdomen very tight. I don't want to have any motion through my lower back as I perform this exercise. On the way down, I'm going to let the dumbbell stretch towards the floor and get a good stretch through the lats. And then on the way up, I'm going to pull my elbow back towards my hip. So I performed 15 repetitions, and now I'm going to switch sides. So we're just reversing. Now I'm performing this on the left leg is up, left knee is bent. Like I said, as I come down, I stretch towards the floor with the dumbbell, and notice as I come up, I think of pulling the dumbbell towards my hip. A big mistake that people do on this exercise is they use too much weight and they sacrifice form. They're not able to pull the dumbbell up to the level of the hip like I'm doing here. They'll only pull it to maybe the knee level or a little bit above the knee. So if you're only doing that, drop the weight and use better form. This next exercise is unfortunately not used too much by a lot of weightlifters anymore. It's a great exercise, perfect for only if you have one dumbbell. All you need is a chair or a stool, or you can do this off a TheraBall. But it's a straight arm lat pull, and so I'm just supporting my back on the stool, and I'm keeping my arms straight. I'm letting the dumbbell take my arms and stretch them back. So I'm letting the dumbbell drop towards the floor, and then I'm using my lats and my back muscles to pull the dumbbell back up. Now notice I have a slight angle as I pull it back up. I don't completely bring it all the way up over my chest. That way I'm maintaining constant pressure on my back muscles. An important part of this exercise is notice the position of my lower back. It's fairly straight. I see sometimes people do this and they put a big arch in their lower back, and that's not good. It's a good way to injure your lower back. So really concentrate on keeping the torso tight and just performing the motion with the muscles of the back and with the straight arm movement as I demonstrate here. This next exercise, and I'm just showing you how I'm holding the dumbbell. I'm grasping it on each side like that, just to give you an idea of how I'm holding it. But this is a little bit of a superset between a straight leg deadlift, as I'm performing here, and then a bent over row. And that's considered one rep. So straight leg deadlift, bend back down, and then pull the elbows back towards the hips and perform a bent over row. This is a great superset, one dumbbell, not really any equipment's needed, just the dumbbell. Once again, the important part of this exercise, as with any back exercise, is good form. You don't want to get injured doing these exercises. You want to keep the back in a very flat position. You want to brace by keeping that abdomen very tight. I think of locking my abs by pulling like my top ribs near my diaphragm and just kind of pulling them down towards my pelvis to really lock my abs into a tight position. And then I think of keeping the back flat. Nice and slow and controlled on this motion. Try to feel the low back muscles and the muscles of the posterior chain on the straight leg deadlifts, and then engage the muscles of the back, including the lats, especially on the bent over row. This is a great superset to perform at home. Okay, so this is a little more advanced movement. give it a try. Drop, if you have a lighter dumbbell, or you can even use like a water bottle in your hand. But it's just to change the angle. So it's a one-arm dumbbell row, but as you can see, my feet are up on the chair. I'm in a pike position, so my back is angled in a different direction. So as I'm rowing, I'm engaging different muscles of my back. And when you're working back, that's the whole idea. You have to change up your angles. There's a lot of muscles of the back, and depending on the direction that you pull, determines what muscles you work. All right, so there you have it. So there was 4 exercises. If you can only perform the first 3, I want you to do 5 sets of each of those 3 exercises. Rep range I would recommend is about 15 reps per set, but do 5 sets, so that'll be a total of 15. If you're able to do the last exercise, that means you'll be doing 4 exercises. I want you to just do 3 sets of each exercise. That'll be 12 sets. Try to keep the reps around 15. Hey, listen, I appreciate everyone who's been coming to my website, www.OcraMedHealth.com. I really appreciate it when people come to my website and they go into our store and pick up some of my products. It really helps keep this channel going. So I from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everyone who stops by the website and purchases something. We have fascia release balls, our Tai Chi balls in 3 different sizes. We're very shortly, in the next few days, we're getting in our new SRI 3.0, the best massage gun on the market. We have exercise bands. We do fitness programs. We have private content now on the site. So if you want to sign up for the private content, I have some specialized exercise programs. My blog is on that private content. We're going to be doing a monthly Zoom meeting with the members that join in on the private content. So it's just more ways to have fun. Hey, listen, if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe to my channel, OcraMed Health on YouTube. Questions about exercises or injuries, just leave a comment in the comment section below. I do everything I can to get back to everyone. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is here to keep you fit forever.